Listen, I have started this video 6 times because I don't know how to get my thoughts out without going off on a rant. It's very obvious if you just know me, right? You know me. You clicked on this video because you know me. You know what it's about without me fully putting it in the title. I'm not gonna sit here and try to convince you I'm unbiased, okay? At the same time, me siding on the side of Sujin, which I'm gonna just say I am because you're gonna assume I am regardless. It's not because I'm biased. It's because I'm a human, and because I've fucked up. I've fucked up. I've been a dickhead to others. I have also been the victim of bullying. And the reason I want to say that is not to project like the trauma I've experienced from being bullied. Oh, I've experienced being bullied. It's not that big a deal. That's not what I'm trying to say. But people do like to say, don't speak on things you don't understand. If that's the case, none of us should speak because none of us actually know what's going on apart from what's public knowledge, which I'll just mention briefly in a while. But as it pertains to the subject matter of bullying, I've been bullied. I was the fat kid in the public school in the Bronx. If you've experienced that shit, you know you don't feel like going to school every day. Okay? I'm gonna let you know that much. Now, talking about the thing briefly, essentially, and I feel confident saying this because people have come at me who are on the side of the accuser whenever I say, where's the proof? Because there's no actual proof. There's no actual decision yet, apart from the decision for her to leave the group. And if you're new here, this is about Sujin leaving I-DLE due to the bullying accusations and allegations that happened earlier in the year. Essentially, what these people, when I say, where's the proof? Their proof is, and these are people who are on that side, statements backed with evidence that are more statements. On the side of Sujin, it's statements backed with statements. It's a decision based on sentiment, what side you want to believe on. Do we demonize another idol because it's what we do? And it's so weird, bro. It's so weird. And this is the 4th time I've experienced this already. Sujin is the 4th time, and it's hitting harder this time because it's been 4 times. First time was with B.I. Hanbin of FightCon. He got accused. It was a drug-related thing. Got accused, got demonized before anything even came through. He came out and said there was a time when he thought about doing it, but he didn't do it. But he would take because of his even thinking that way, he took a leave from the group. Shortly after that, things escalated so quickly. His contract got terminated with YG. Later on, much later on, after investigation, he was innocent. You bullied someone. Because, by the way, rumors, when started in a school environment, are a form of bullying because people run with it, and you just continuing to run with a rumor is bullying. So there's a lot of hypocrisy in running with these rumors / allegations that haven't been proven to be true. Okay? It's bullying at its core. So you bullied B.I. for something he actually ended up not being true, and he didn't do it. Wanho, similar accusations, was also demonized and put to a point where they feel like the only solution is to step away from the group to protect the group. In his sense, just like with B.I., who didn't return to the group, he didn't return to the group after being found innocent, after he was also demonized and bullied. Ilhoon of B2B, his situation a little different. He admitted to the things he was accused of, but that was a good while after he was accused of them. Not necessarily because he was trying to get away with it, but he admitted to these things later on in court. I'm pretty sure it was later on in court. I don't know if he admitted it before, and then in court it was like the official admission of guilt. But regardless, the thing is that he admitted to them. But when he was just at the point of being accused of it, he was already being demonized and bullied. And just because he ended up being guilty and he admitted to his guilt, what are you going to sit there and say, oh, shit, see, it works, we got one? No. I feel like bullying is deeply rooted over there in South Korea. Like, there is like a core of it. And y'all don't know how to deal with it. But the way you're going about dealing with it is not, I don't think is the right way. And this is me speaking from my point of view. I don't think it's the right way. But clearly the way you're going about just trying to make an example out of people, instead of trying to get at the root issue, maybe change things at the core structurally. What's the right word there? What's the right word? It's not structurally. I guess it's systemic, a thing. Is it in the system? It's in the system, bro. change things in schools so that people are less likely to bully, or there's more repercussions to bullying, to disincentivize bullying, because bullying is wrong. Now moving on to Sujin's situation, the reason I side with her, like I said, is not because I'm biased. It's because I'm a human, and my whole situation with the other three has been like, yo, why do people, like, it saddens me. It saddens me to see my, like, people that I'm fond of, right? Like, obviously, from a celebrity standpoint, obviously you experience so much stuff, checking out things about the group and with the fandom and stuff like that. You just feel more attached to some idols, you know? And people say don't get attached to idols and things like that. Listen, bro, sometimes that shit just happens. Don't fight the fucking feeling, okay? Like, if it brings you happiness, don't let someone tell you, as long as it's not criminally wrong, bro, if it brings you happiness, yo, do your thing, okay? And it makes me happy to, like, feel, like, that connection with, like, some of my favorite groups. And feeling that connection, it amplifies even more when I see people, like demonize people I'm, like, fond of, right? Because even something, like, to the point of bullying, listen, should you be held responsible for things you do as a kid? Yeah, but it should not completely tear up anything you have in your future. And it feels like that's where they try to go with it, because they don't have a solution for it, and it sometimes feels like one side is not satisfied with the solution, therefore they go to what feels like an extreme, which I guess calling this an extreme is like, oh, you don't know extremes. But I feel like leaving the group is a bit extreme in terms of K-pop, like, and to an extent, like, no one has said permanently, but they never say permanently. So I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I have hope she's coming back. I'm gonna be honest with you, as a Nevi, bro, I don't have that much hope because of experience. I've dealt with this shit 4 times. One of them hasn't had the chance to come to fruition yet, like come to like this conclusion, and Sujin's just started, essentially. But I don't have hope when it came to, like, Hanbin. I don't think that's ever happening again. Maybe they meet up in the future, but I don't believe he's ever going to be a part of iKON. I don't believe Monsta X and Wanho will be together. I hope they do, but I don't believe they do. K-pop has gotten me accustomed to that shit, sadly. There was someone who was accused of these things, and this person admitted to things either to an extent or just admitted that they acted a certain way when they were younger, took their time away from the group to think about how to be better, and came back to the group. But it almost seems like people pick and choose who they're okay with that being the case for, whether it be a company thing, whether it be a group thing. I don't know what it is. A sexist thing. I don't fucking know what the reason for it is. But it does seem odd that some people can come back from essentially the same thing and others can't. And sometimes it does feel like it is a sense of both sides. One side actually just, they're not okay with him just coming back. Maybe in that situation, the other side was okay with just the apology. In this instance with Sujin, it doesn't feel like this one side's okay with the apology. I don't know. It just seems that way. But it could also be that one company is better at dealing with this. So taking time away after acknowledging, admitting to, like, maybe not being the best judge of, like, just not being, I guess, let's just say the best student, just because I can't pick the right words right now. And their actions may have caused people some, like, trouble. They took their time away and came back. I don't know why Cube handles things the way they do. I don't get it. Why are their solutions always just fuck off? That seems to be the solution. And they can prove me wrong by not telling Sujin and Ilhun to fuck off. But I don't know, bro. It's hard to talk about this without just, like, there's gonna be people triggered regardless of what I say, and actually I don't care. Because at the end of the day, I'm not saying anything that's wrong at its core. We're just different, you know? We're just different. We see things differently. I don't want to make this video about, like, Sujin's innocent because this, that, the other. Bro, like y'all people that say I'm wrong for supporting her, Y'all don't know she's guilty. You don't. You don't know she's guilty. You'd rather have someone who is being accused of being doing questionable things, and I guess you wouldn't say doesn't have a super solid defense. Shit, even though it's not a super solid accusation, probably did it. They probably did it, you know. And that's the whole wanting to make an example of people are things that I can't get with, bro. As a Nevi, I'm going to be honest with you right now, because you support them. I love them, bro. I love them. I love them so much. I got so much stuff for them. As much love as a fan can have for a celebrity that they really admire. It doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem right in the slightest to see I-DLE 5. And people that are watching this that experienced the Icon and Master X and BTV stuff with me, no, I did not say I'd rather them disband than continue as 7. In all cases, it was 7. I didn't say that with those 3. This is the 4th time it's hit me. Like it just got even more serious, and everybody knows how much love I have towards I-DLE. That just, it's gonna be tough to see them as 5. It was already tough to see them do that MV, knowing that Soojin got taken out of most of it. You know, I enjoyed it because I enjoyed the song, and it was exciting. I had like glimpses of Soojin, and we didn't know what we know now, but I don't know, man. And also, like, I'm just gonna say, fuck Cube, dude. This is a lot of just like bullet points, and I fucking hit the bullet point. Like, I don't have bullet points in front of me, but I've gotten to the fuck Cube bullet point. Like I already said, yo, things can be handled differently. You don't have to just give up on your artist. You don't have to, like, listen, yo. We can't come to a conclusion. I like to say that if I was a CEO, I'd be like, listen, yo, nothing is clear. Nothing is clear. But we have been with our artists, and we believe in their character. We believe in the person they are now, and the person that we've trained with that has debuted and been a part of I-DLE for X amount of years, 3 years. We're going to work with her to just be better from here on out, and she will take a hiatus from the group for a while and return once things are taken care of. I don't know. There's ways, bro. There's ways. Some people do, like, I don't know, man. It's hard, bro. It's hard. It's hard being a fan. Being a fan and rational, because I'm being rational regardless of what people who are on the other side think. You just don't agree with how rational I'm being. I'm just saying it's wrong to hold the Terra kid's entire career up for bullying that may or may not have happened in high school or in middle school. I think that shit is wrong. I think it is wrong to demonize people before they are even proven guilty of the things you're trying to demonize them for, because it is bullying, and you're against bullying. And rumors are allegations. Rumors are bullying. You are being bullies while trying to stop bullying. It is not okay. And another thing that feels like going on a bullet point, I was seeing people's different thoughts about, like, still supporting I-DLE, bro. I still support I-DLE 5, even though I said what I said. It's gonna be tough to watch. But the argument of, like, not buying shit and not supporting them financially, not necessarily to not support the group, but to spite Cube because Cube fucking deserves it. I get it. I understand it. So where do we go from here? We just continue. This is how this goes, dude. This is how this goes. This is what I've experienced. The fandoms don't give up. Continue pushing and pushing and pushing. Don't let names die. But only till, like, I guess in B.I.'s case, the support was enough to let him know that people still support him and to come back. Wano's case, people still support him to come back. Ilhoon's, I hope he sees the people that still support him, even though his was in, like, he was guilty, he pled guilty. I hope he still sees that there's people that support him and he can come back. Soojin's case, I want to see the same. All I hope is for good things for Soojin. And I-DLE, of course, but like Soojin, because she's the one dealing with this shit, I wish only the best for her. This video was just, honestly, just thoughts. like a regurgitation of thoughts from my brain. Okay, so it's kind of just like the things that rushed through my brain yesterday, still going on. I don't feel like recording, by the way. I don't feel like recording. I don't even feel like editing. Okay. Yesterday, what I do, I played Genshin because I was not gonna stay here doing nothing. But all I did was listen to sad music and play Genshin, and it wasn't enjoyable. It wasn't an enjoyable experience. So I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. This being the fourth time it hit, and it being idle. And I didn't want to make this a video. It was just like, you know, I could just come here and say, listen, you know, I love I-DLE. I'm R6. I got that out of my system on Twitter, dude. I got that out of my system on Twitter. And it's not even out of my system. Like, I made that clear on Twitter. I want, because my whole thing is like, this is like, YouTube became kind of like my space to like share something I enjoy, which is K-pop, right? But also, I've vented here before. I've vented about like the other instances I mentioned before with those fandoms as well. I do it on Twitter just as well as I've spoken about it in reaction. It's just how I am. Like I always said, like you're in a channel called Mando. This is how I think, and I'm pretty comfortable in sharing the things I think. If ever I feel like I need something like to be told that maybe I was a little out of line, I'll judge that situation. I won't just agree with you. But this is like for me to share what's in my head, you know. And I don't think I've said anything like just wrong. Like you're just such a bad person for feeling this way. I honestly don't think I am. And I think, like I said, y'all know that I like I-DLE. Y'all know I love I-DLE. Y'all been with me from when I started. First checked them out where I wasn't like super into them to where I am now, which is like nose deep in everything to the point where I breathe purple. I'll never forget not being able to see them in concert because the concert got canceled. Now I'll probably never get to see them at 6 at a concert. It just sucks, man. It sucks. And I wanted to leave this for the end because I wanted to speak on vaguely the situation at its core because, like I said, all we know is two different sides. Saying one did something, one saying the other didn't do it. And just saying this from experience, what I've experienced, how I feel about how people are treating certain situations, and why I feel it's wrong to treat them that way. At that point, we just disagree on how to handle situations. I want to support I-DLE, and I just wish there was a way of doing it without supporting their fucking company. Because I don't know. Obviously, like I said, we don't know everything, but it just doesn't feel like they did everything they could have done. Just from what we have heard, and that company's history, bro, Cube's history, and what we do know, it just seems like more could have been done. But like I said earlier, we literally just move on from here. But I will say this, y'all, don't let her name die out. You know, don't let her name die out. Like I've mentioned, Iconics with BI did not let his name die out, and he got the message loud and clear. He was releasing demos. Essentially, the lyrics in his demos were like a conversation to us still supporting him while he was dealing with the stuff that he was dealing with, the accusations. Obviously, them coming out that he was innocent. Same thing with Master X and Wano, you know. And it's letting both sides know that you're still supporting, you know. Because like I said, there's people that say that they don't want to buy albums anymore, and I understand it, but letting both sides know that you still love them and support them, and making sure you keep their name out there, yo. Don't let their name get like pelted and people dirty their name. Just don't do it. Don't let it happen, you know. If you can do anything about it, don't let it happen. On social media, wherever it may be. And honestly, just wish the best for I-DLE. And so, you know, this is such a tough video to make, man. Like I said before, I just hope like the members and especially Sujin are alright.